Being the one in charge isn't how I imagined it. I thought I would feel strong, solid. But with every decision, with every stare that digs into my back, I feel something breaking. The Bronx, the higher you climb, the more dangerous the ground beneath you becomes. Everyone wants to see you doing well, but never better than them. After that silent deal with the South Kings, the block calmed down. But it didn't last. The rumors started that Jayden wasn't the same, that he had sold out, that he was scared. Some even began to say that Dre, if he were alive, wouldn't have allowed it. That hurt, because I wasn't just carrying my name. I was carrying his too. That's when new faces started to appear. Young kids full of energy, without history, without scars, without respect. One of them, a guy named Rico, started moving like the block was his. He began recruiting those who weren't 100% with me. He promised them easy money, more action, less philosophy. He said I was doing things too slow, that the Bronx needed fire, not strategies. One night I confronted him. I told him that if he wanted something, he should say it to my face. He looked me in the eyes and dropped a line that stuck with me. "You've done your part, Jay, but this isn't your time anymore. There's a new generation that owes you nothing." I smiled at him, but inside I heard it clearly. The message wasn't just for me, it was for the whole block. That same week, someone broke the plaque we had put up in honor of Dre at the court. They stomped on it. They left a black bandana on top with the initials RTK, ready to kill. That was Rico's new crew. Small, young, but aggressive, and hungry for power. Then I found myself at the crossroads I had always criticized Smoke for. Do I respond with fire, or do I hold back and think like a leader? The street was asking me to set an example, not to let Dre's legacy be tarnished, not to let myself be stepped on. But my soul was already tired. I didn't want to keep losing pieces of myself just to hold on to a corner. I talked to Malik. My cousin had always been more observant than impulsive. He told me, "If you stay, you'll end up like all the others. If you leave, maybe you'll save something. Maybe you'll save yourself." That echoed in my chest. I started thinking about Dre, about Mom, about the Jayden who just wanted to play basketball on the broken court without having to look over his shoulder. I wondered if there was still something left of that kid. I started preparing my exit, but doing it quietly isn't easy. The block can smell doubt. The block doesn't forgive soft steps. Rico sensed it, and in his arrogance he did what all those who think they're untouchable do. He moved first. One night, as I was walking toward the building, I heard the whiz. A bottle shattered against the wall. Then another, then shouts. "The king is leaving! The throne is empty!" I didn't stop, I didn't look back. I just clenched my fists and kept climbing the stairs. I got home, closed the door, and I knew there was nothing else to say. That dawn, I sat on the edge of the bed, backpack ready. A bus ticket, some savings, a notebook with Dre's words, and one last message I wrote on the back of his photo. I didn't come to be king. I just came to understand why I lost it. At sunrise, I went down the stairs of the building without looking at anyone. On the corner, there were new kids, talking loud, dressing the way I used to a few months ago. They looked at me strangely, as if I was no longer part of this. As if I was just another memory leaving, and maybe I was. I got on the bus headed to Philly. No one followed me. No one shouted my name. Just the engine roaring and the Bronx fading behind me. But in the rearview mirror, I still saw it. Because even if you leave the block doesn't always leave you.